How to become more confident. I feel like this is something so many people struggle with, including myself before. So I'm gonna tell you all the things that help me become more confident and the people around me as well. So let's get into it. The first thing which I'm gonna tell you is do hard things. You need to build some sort of proof because confidence comes from proof. Without proof, your confidence is delusion. So what you really need to do is find some hard things, try really hard at them, achieve them. It's going to be difficult, but that's going to give you confidence, especially in the future. Because once you achieve some hard things, then the future things are going to be a lot easier because you know that if you just put the work in, you can achieve it as well. So if you've achieved a lot of things, you're going to be very confident with yourself because you know that when you put your mind to something, you can do it. So that means the next thing you try and do, you're going to be very confident at as well because you have all the proof. So that's the first thing. You need to get some proof. And one way you can build it up is by just saying the things that you're going to do. So tell yourself right now, as you're watching this video, I'm going to do 3 push-ups, and then go down and do 3 push-ups. Now you're building that confidence. You're building that trust with yourself. One thing that really shatters your confidence is if you lie to yourself. And I feel like this is something people struggle with a lot because if you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym today and you don't go to the gym, then next time you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym, it doesn't really mean as much. It's like the boy who cried wolf. So you should never cry wolf to yourself. And it's okay if you have in the past, we've all lied to ourselves before, but there needs to come a point where you say, my word is solid, and if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So do those 3 push-ups. Now you have like a little bit of confidence. You've said, okay, I'm going to do this, and now you've done it. Now the next thing you say you're going to do, you're more likely to do it because you've just built that trust with yourself. So I'm not going to stay on this point forever. That's the first one. So you need to build that proof, and you also need to never lie to yourself and say the things that you're going to do. Another point you need to hear is that you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else. You should never compare yourself to someone who's more experienced than you or has been doing it for longer. Compare yourself to yourself. So compare yourself now and also compare yourself in a week from now or tomorrow. So it's always you versus you. Focus on the mission. It's you versus you. It's not you comparing yourself to a big bodybuilder who's been training for 15, 20 years, using all the steroids. No, that's an unfair comparison. In any realm, that's unfair. So compare yourself to yourself. That's the best way to do it. That way you can always ensure that you're progressing and you're improving every single day. That's the best way to do it. So this is a mistake a lot of people made, especially myself. When I first got in the gym, I remember I saw this really jacked guy and I was like, damn, like, why am I not like that? Like, I want to be like that. I was looking at my skinny little arms. I was like, oh, why am I not like that? But then my friend was like, bro, you've been training for 5 days. He's probably been training for years. Then I went up and spoke to him. I had a conversation with him. I said, man, you're in super good shape. How can I get in good shape like you? He said, how long have you been training? I said, 5 days. He's like, bro, that's why. Stick to it for longer, then come back to me. Come back to me 15 years later, he said. And I'm like, wow, you've been training 15 years? He's like, yeah, 15 years. So compare yourself to yourself. Huge lesson. Another point I really need to mention is your posture, your body language. This type of stuff is so important for displaying confidence because when people meet you, when they look at you for the first time, they don't hear your voice straight away. They look at your body language. And if your posture is really bad, your shoulders are caved inwards, you're, appearing small, like that's what's really going to show that you're not very confident. But if you're more open, your chest is out, your shoulders are back, your posture is good, and you're looking straight at them, displaying some eye contact, that's what's going to show that you're confident. Whereas if you're always, kind of looking at the ground and speaking a little bit quietly, instantly people are going to not think that you're very confident. So if you're not confident, do the things that confident people do. So if you're not confident just yet, try and be more confident. What do confident people do? They look at people in their eyes. They have better posture. They sit up straight. They are more open with their language. All these things really matter. So try it out today. That's my task for you today. Next time you speak to someone, have full eye contact with them. Use some arm gestures, hand gestures. You need to look at them straight away and be conscious of your posture. A lot of the time, this is an unconscious thing where we kind of just, get small. You ever seen a scared dog? A scared dog always appears smaller, puts their tail in between their legs. They appear smaller, shows that they're scared. But if a dog is, wagging its tail, it's, more out there. You can see that it's happy. And the same thing is with humans and confidence. So appear more open, and you're gonna appear more confident. Another really important one is to surround yourself with the right people. If your friends are not very confident, tell them about this video. Tell them that they can get more confident. Tell them, we're in this together. Let's improve together. But, if your friends are really just going to stay where they are, they never want to improve, unfortunately, you need to find some new friends. Whether it's, you don't have to cut them off or anything. Just find some new people to be around. Find some confident people. Find some uplifting people. Find some friends that you want to be like. all my friends have traits and qualities that I want to have, such as patience, or whether it's wealth, whether it's knowledge, whether it's fitness, whether it's all these different things. My friends have all these different traits which I really admire. And I think that's the best way to live. Because if your friends are like below you, there's nowhere for you to go. You're only as good as your friend circle. So find some new friends. Another thing that helped me get so much more confident was acknowledging my achievements. It sounds like a small thing, but if you're just aware of what you've achieved, it really gives you confidence because that's your proof to become more confident in the future, in the present, moving forward. So, I was really big into skateboarding. I was like on a professional level. I was doing competitions. I was, progressing really fast, and that's what I really loved. Of course, I still love it now. I don't do it as often, but I achieved so many things within that. So naturally, I was going to be very confident with skateboarding. Whenever there was a new competition or a new contest, one of my friends would ask me, "Oh, you think you're going to win this?" I'm like, "Of course." And then I'd go and win it. So it's like, not that I was arrogant, not that I was cocky. It's just I'd won so many times. I had so much proof. I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to win the next one. Like, why am I going to lose this time? So acknowledging your achievements is so important for confidence. That helped me so, so much. And also, the fact that I was good at skateboarding, obviously now I'm not into skateboarding, I'm into fitness, I'm into coaching, I'm into social media. So the fact that I was really good at something allowed me to have confidence to get really good at this. I know that I wasn't the best speaker before. I was very, very quiet. I was very timid. I was very shy. And now I'm improving on that. I'm not shy. I'm talking to the camera for a living. All this type of stuff comes from proof because I was good at something. So now think to yourself, what are you good at? Are you good at math? Are you good at English? Are you good at writing? Are you good at I don't know, dancing, or what are you good at? Because everyone's good at something. Are you good at analyzing people? What are you good at? And then use that as your proof. Use that as your source of confidence to go forward and achieve new things. So that's a very, very important point. And I want to finish up by mentioning this one thing again. Towards the start of the video, we spoke about never crying wolf to yourself, never lying to yourself, always keeping your word to yourself, which is extremely important. So I really want to wrap up by emphasizing that point, because if you really just get used to saying, okay, I'm going to drink a bottle of water now. Then you get up, you drink a bottle of water. And now I'm going to do 3 push-ups. Then you do 3 push-ups. Then you say, I'm going to go to the gym, and you go to the gym. Now you're on this streak of just, saying what you want to do, then exactly doing it. If that's the only thing you apply from this video, then good. It served its purpose, because that's such a good point. And you're going to feel amazing when you speak things into existence like that. So keep this in mind. It's going to make you so much more confident. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. If you found this helpful, you're going to find other videos helpful. And comment down below which of the points you found was the best. Which one do you think is going to help you the most? Which of the points has been the most helpful for making you more confident? I'd love to know so I can make more videos like this and talk about points that you guys really care about. And if you want my free fitness training, it's the first link in the description. It's super valuable, has tons of topics. Everything you need to know about fitness is in that video. So click the first link in the description. You're going to benefit so much from it. You're going to learn a bunch of things. So click it and enjoy. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.